Folks, welcome to the ESL India Masters Premiership, the winter season. We are in the final season in Phase 1, and today's match is going to be between Team Elements and Team Slaughter Rage Army on the map Overpass. Now, Elements, this has been one of their forts, one of their strongholds in their map pool. Primarily, they do play a very good and coordinated CT side. And look at that cheeky boost coming out towards Waters, and a flex going to get spotted out, but Jaguar taking some early damage, but not really dishing out much, and a flex with the pre-fire around the corner. Bunty getting tagged down really low as well. This is going really south really fast. Nims falling by the wayside. Bunty rattles off shot after shot, but unable to connect with anything concrete, and Guru will get the telling headshot, and Imba is going to just beat a hasty retreat towards heaven. He's going to reposition himself, try and get a better angle as his teammate Legendary Killer moves in for the kill. But there is Guru marking the angle. He's going to peek out, and he's going to get the headshot onto Legendary Killer as well. Lucky with the final kill onto Imba. That's a quick, easy round for SRA. Decisive, precise, and incisive. With that, like I said, SRA pick up the pistol round. And Elements, will we see a force buy? Well, Legendary Killer seems to have already answered that question. Jaguar, yeah, everyone's going to buy in. Imba yet to decide on what to buy. Nims just with the upgrade. There we go. The full force buy on everyone except Imba. Oh, finally, the decision to completely force as a team has come in. Force buy against one AK-47. A PP Bison on the Guru. That's going to be interesting. And Guru's nade doing nothing but kind of annoy the fish in the pond or the fountain. He's going to make his way up towards Party while the rest of his team makes his way up. Well, long. And Jaguar, the first victim. Legendary Killer does find the fadeaway shot onto Guru. That's the Bison taken out of the equation, thank God. And, Rules does do a lot of damage, but they're all falling by the wayside. Imba just going absolute beast mode with that deagle. And in the blink of an eye, it's down to a 2v4, but they do have the weapons advantage, SRA. And they're going to do the right thing. They're going to bunch up and attack as a team. Nims is not going to be looking, because Legendary Killer has got his back. And Major, SRA playing with the stand in this game. Macho not available. And so far, it does look like it is Elements' round to lose. Bunty getting spotted out first, falling by the wayside. A flex finding 2 quick kills. That's equalizing the man disadvantage. Legendary Killer, though, still alive and kicking. And he should hear this whole play transpire out. Spots the shadow and gets the kill on a Major. And gets the kill onto a flex as well. Legendary Killer with a legendary 3K rescues the AK-47 as well. And equalizes the score immediately, breaking back SRA's economy, who will have to force up... have to go for a force buy of their own now. And the force buy does make sense because, well, no one team has strung 2 rounds in a row, so both economies will be teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. So, yeah, the force buy makes complete sense. And SRA actually putting a not half-decent force together. They have 2 Galils, 3 Tech 9s armor, very little on utility, but that's okay. They should just be looking to outgun their opponents at this point. And it looks like it is going to be a hit towards the B-bomb site, where Bunty lies in wait with the MP9. Everything's been smoked off. There's no line of sight on the congregating terrorists outside of Monster. The re-smoke comes out. That's going to delay the push even more. And a flex just playing his hand, showing his hand a little bit by rattling off an entire clip into the woodwork there, trying to get a cheeky wall bang, but he does find a tag onto Bunty, but nothing of significance. And slowly but surely, they're creeping out of Monster, not making a single noise. And Nims, the first to spot it, but the Guru performing instant facial reconstruction surgery. And, well, the Guru just continuing where he left off. The Guru's a beast with pistols. And in the blink of an eye, Elements have been relegated to just 2 men. The Molotov and the nade does catch a flex. He's down to 36 HP. And on the flank is Legendary Killer with the legendary M4, but Guru will find Jaguar, plucks him mid-air. He's going to fall to his death, and that leaves Legendary Killer all alone with armor and the M4, and he's going to have to eco. Needs to take this gun into the next round because they are going to be hurting in terms of the economy here, Elements. And just as they do onto SRA, SRA instantly return the favor by breaking them just back. It is going to be, this looks like one of those games that's just going to be a ping pong game, folks. Ping pong match for days, and MJR or Major is on the hunt. Legendary Killer should be hearing this any second. Will he be able to make it out alive? Just about, surviving by the skin of his teeth. Will Elements force it up again? Yes, they will, because like I said, it makes economic sense to keep forcing until any one team puts 2 rounds on the board. Plus, they seem pretty, on pretty solid ground, forcing it up the previous time. So yeah, there we go. Immediate force buy coming out. And it looks like, yeah, it is Team SRA asking for a round restart because, well, 2 of their players seem to have timed out. So let's talk about these first 3 rounds. The first round was clinical. It was a run-of-the-mill B push on the pistol round on the T side, and it worked to their advantage. The CTs not really reacting quick enough to that fast B play. And at the end of the day, if you're not going to hit your shots on the pistol round, you're never going to get it. Then came the force buy. And SRA, I think there was a bit of misstep. They didn't really play the trade game very well. They just got picked apart one by one, walking into the crosshairs of the Deagles. And obviously some very good shots also being hit by Elements, taking nothing away from their proficiency with the hand cannon. However, once Elements did get their anti-eco, their force buy, they never really looked on really solid ground trying to get the second kill, the second round in a row. And again, they just fell by the wayside. And obviously it helped that Guru just went absolute beast mode. He got a 3K on that round and just completely obliterated the opposition. And that's what Guru can do. Guru's been doing this consistently against opponents ever since the Taiwan Excellence Cup when I first cast him. Bubun, Bodhisattva Pandey, the _ Guru. He has been an absolute revelation with the pistols. Give him a 5.7 or a Tech 9 and he can like chew through the opposition. Give him an op and he's a god. So, as we wait for the other players to join into the server, we'll have to see what SRA bring to the table. They have been looking decent. I won't say they've looked good. They did put a string of good performances during the Taiwan Excellence Cup. They reached the semi-finals, but there they were trounced by the eventual winners, Trademark Gaming. However, their recent form in the Masters series has been rather shaky. It's been a string of ups and downs. It's been nothing consistent. So let's see if SRA can actually see this one through and register the much needed win so that they can actually go on and move on to the second phase without having to face the dreaded promotion and relegation battles, and then see the second phase through as well to the victory. All right, all 5 players are in. We're just waiting for the money reset to come in. I think that's also done. All the money's proper. Waiting for the buys there. We see the Guru opting for the Mac 10. Major still waiting on his buy. Goes for the AK-47. Should upgrade to the helmet plus Kevlar because he knows he's facing off against pistols and they can hurt when you have no head armor. All right, quick play out towards long. Jaguar rattles off a shot with the scout, not really connecting with anything. That was just more of a warning shot than anything else. That flashbang completely blinding him. And he's opting to play passive and play safe with his teammate. That's Legendary Killer, left all by his lonesome towards restrooms to try and make something happen in this round. And here we see Guru, the lone lurk, towards Monster. His job is fairly simple. Hold off the rotation and maybe possibly land a kill or two. Does land a fadeaway shot, but taking a lot of damage. Should just make his way out of there. No need to go for these fights. And Nims will take him down. Bunty, in the meantime, finds Lucky. That Deagle of his, again, singing the tales of death and destruction. A Flex upgrading to the AK-47. That's 2 players taken down at the cost of just 1 CT player. Again, things just coming apart for SRA. As Legendary Killer, the player with the M4, trying to strike fear in the hearts of the opposition. That nade's going to land on MJR's lap. And Legendary Killer will swing around 180 degrees to get the kill. He's very low. Rules does finish off what Major started. But the damage has been done. Again, it's a man advantage for SRA. And they can just regroup. And look at this. Oh my god. Bunty poised primely to get the kill. And now a Flex in a 1v3. A Flex getting spotted out, trying to do some damage. He's getting surrounded. Jaguar spotting him out, and down goes a Flex. Like I said, this has all the makings of one of those messy, dirty games of CS where they just keeps going back and forth, and SRA players timing out yet again. All right. Match has been paused as we wait for the 5th player to join back into the server. And there we go. Major is gonna join back in a second. Oh my god, these past 4 rounds, they have me triggered, I won't lie. It's just really poor T-sides being put up by SRA round after round whenever they have the guns. There's no reason to give up your weapon advantage so cheaply. You have the utility, use it, for crying out loud. And they will have a pretty good buy this round as well. They can put 3 AK-47s on the table and decent amount of utility. Lucky can go for the proper, like the armor pistol. But there we go. He's going for the armor ump with a little bit of utility. And I just hope SRA actually managed to pull this round back, because so far it's been very poor from them. At least on their buy rounds. They've looked disjointed. They haven't fought as a unit. They've gone peeking angles one by one and just fallen by the wayside. Legendary Killer does take a little bit of shrapnel damage. Down to 85 HP. And a much more passive setup coming out from SRA. They're again vying for long control, which will be more than readily given up by Elements. They're not interested in long control. They're looking to double up connector. Imba trying to go for a cheeky little boost in towards connector. Might spot a head or two as they make their way upstairs. And like I said, this is the Elements' map. Oh, looking away at the worst possible moment. Spamming through the metalwork there, not really landing the kill. And Nim's taking a lot of spam damage. That nade lands on Rules, but he's still going to make his way out of there relatively safe, down to 41 HP. And look at the long hit comes in, and the long hit is successful. Both TA defenders fall by the wayside. Bunty on the rotation, trying to catch a Flex, but it has been smoked off. Major just rattles off a couple of shots. He's recovered the AK-47, and Major will find Nims, Bunty, and Imba. With it all to do, Bunty does find Major, but it's a 3v2. The weapon advantage. Oh, the box spam. The box spam. But now Bunty left all alone in a 1v3. Finally, it looks like SRA will pick up their buy round, or a force round rather. And it's going to be the same story again. Both teams looking absolutely lost in rounds they should not be losing. Bunty will be trying to go for the save. I think Rules will hear him out though. Should have an idea where Bunty is headed off to. Bunty's on his own pilgrimage right now. He's just saying, screw this. I've put on my Air Jordans and I'm hightailing it out of there. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. The question is whether he'll be able to. Yeah, bomb goes off. He should have enough time to save the M4 and the armor and the Deagle as well. And the money on Elements not looking very good. They are on the CT side, the more favored side on Overpass, and they should have no trouble dispatching off with SRA once they have the utility, once they have the guns. But just like their counterparts on SRA, they're just completely and consistently shitting the bed, as they say, when it comes to mounting a proper and leak-proof defense. Bunty playing above the smoke. He's going to make his way up towards fountains, but no one's going to push. In the meantime, it is going to be a B hit. Nim's taking a ton of damage with that P90 out on Guru. He's down to 16 HP. The Shredder, or the Wood Chopper, has done its job. In the meantime, look at Bunty. He's on the flank. He's getting a ton of information for his teammates. I don't know why Jaguar is rotating back to the A-bomb side. just based off of the information that Bunty is getting, and he's gonna go, okay, gets the opening kill. A flex just around the corner, gets him too. They're just walking into his crosshairs one by one, and Bunty makes his way out of there alive. Guru, in the meantime, finally picks up Nims. That's at least one kill pulled back, but that's a 2-for-1 trade, and the CTs are gonna be more than happy with that. My God, this is just dirty CS. This is a pug. This is a pug between two teams who have no idea how to play Overpass. Look at him. Bunty repositioning himself rather well. I don't think this angle will be checked by Major. But it is! The pre-fire comes in and Bunty loses a head. Finally, the man advantage being neutralized. And Guru should be upgrading the gun. Yes, he does. Moves on over to the M4. And Jaguar maybe gonna attempt to peek towards long. Doesn't spot out anything. The timing, if not anything else, does spot out MJR. Lands the tag in as well. But Guru has moved up. Gets the decapitation going. And now Legendary Killer with the Deagle. Oh my God, Legendary Killer. They call him that for a reason. Now MJR left all alone on the bomb site. He needs to go huge, but Legendary Killer with the Deagle has been an absolute beast, but MJR gets the kill. But SK Imba there for the trade. It's down to a 1v1. The Molotov will come in for the bomb. That's going to throw off Imba. He does have a kit, has upgraded to the M4. He's going to play around the Molotov, which is going to go off any second now. And Lucky needs to land the shot, and he does. And finally, SRA put 2 rounds on the board on the trot. And my God, have I had to wait. Have we all, the spectators and everyone. It has been frustrating, ladies and gentlemen, because it's been a ping pong game or a tennis match. It's just been back and forth in terms of the round. And finally, SRA getting some momentum, and Guru with the Negev. What? That was a misbuy. For sure, that was a misbuy. And I'm not sure why the dot stop is allowed for misbuys. I mean, if you're going to misbuy, that's on you. It's not on the admins. It's not on the tournament. It is on the players. They should not be allowed a dot stop for misbuys. Well, all's well that ends well, and SRA on the back of some truly messy plays do manage to string 2 rounds together. And Imba, look at that, immediately off the bat. The mid push is paying dividends, but it's going to fall. It's going to completely crumble. Legendary Killer getting spotted out towards long, down to 32 points of health. Legendary Killer not even being allowed room to maneuver, but he's going to land the double dink onto the player. But finally, he's going to be put out of his misery by MJR, and that leaves Nims on 14 HP to gather the pieces of this round. Maybe he can try and recover one of those AKs towards Fountain, because the bomb has gone to the B bomb site. There's really no point going for the retake with no armor and just the USP. Might as well try and save a rifle and take it into the next round. And that is exactly what Nims will do. Recovers a Molotov as well, so that's a decent amount to be taking into the next round, should he be allowed to save. And it doesn't look like SRA are interested in the hunt. Their money isn't that great either. They want to hold on to these 3 rifles by hook or by crook so that they can take it into the next round and build up that T-side economy. Because like I've been saying, Overpass is primarily a CT-sided map, and you need the economy on the T-side to try and give yourself some buffer room in case you do lose a couple of rounds on the trot. And the money on SRA is still not looking good. If they do lose this round, 4 players will be able to buy up, but it's not going to be a very healthy buy. And there we go. The proper buy coming out from Elements. Again, very light on the utility, but at least Imba and Nims will be able to buy up fully, including the glass cannon out onto Legendary Killer. And he's going to take it out long. That is ambitious. And looks like it's shaping up to be a full-blown B play. Oh, Bunty spots out one player. Imba gets one. Bunty gets another. Again, like, this is what I don't get. if you're gonna go for the fast B play, go for it. You know that your opponents are light on the utility. It makes sense to go for the fast play. Don't just get stuck in monster, outside monster, to be slaughtered like lambs. Just don't do that. Go for it. Grow a pair, nut up, and go for the play. Otherwise, don't call for a fast play with no map control, which is exactly what SRA have right now. No map control. They're just isolated in this one tiny sector of the map. Elements can literally, had they had any, enterprise, they, for lack of a better word, they would have pushed up long. Legendary Killer did take the op long, didn't spot anybody, could have actually gone with a teammate, pushed up long, gotten tremendous map control, and just completely choked SRA out of this round. But nope. They choose to fall back and rest on their laurels all the way back into the bomb site. And actually, right now, they don't need to do anything else. They have the man advantage. In fact, they have a 2-man advantage. So all they really need to do is chill out by the bomb sites and wait for elements, for SRA to come to them, and just walk into the meat grinder. And hopefully, the Elements' defense is strong enough to hold off. Killer does spot out a couple of players long. He does have the AWP. Will get blinded with that flashbang, though. In the meantime, the short hit from Guru is coming up. That Molotov is going to force Legendary Killer out. Oh, the nade, and Legendary Killer falls by the wayside. The Guru is completely eviscerating that A defense. And there's just one player, that's Jaguar by Optimus, going to go down. And what? There's no comms. That's all I can say. There is no comms whatsoever. In the blink of an eye, Nims finds himself in a 1v2. And that is what happens when you don't have map control. I'm sorry if I'm coming off as a bit of a jerk, but players who in chat and players in general who are watching this and want to learn from it, you need to know why map control, especially on a map like Overpass, is essential. Nims just caught out in the open. He's going to get double peeked very soon. He knows where Guru's playing from, but he has, well, oh my god. He's going to get knifed. He's going to get knifed. Oh, trying for the knife, but unfortunately failing there. Had lucky, Nims actually got that spray transfer onto Guru. I'm pretty sure MJR or Rules, whoever that was who missed the knife, would have been on the next, ticket out of this table. I would be furious. But with that, SRA move on to 6 rounds, and Elements are smack bang in the middle of Eco City, or should have been smack bang in the middle of Eco City. But this is Indian Counter-Strike, and they are going to force it up. It's not going to be a very good force up. 2 FAMASs, 1 op. But a force nonetheless. Bunty getting immediately shut down by the Guru. And there goes Imba. Down goes the AWP. Completely ineffectual. Nims does do a lot of damage, but he goes down as well. Now Jaguar left clutching at straw, grasping at straw. Oh, hello there, he says to Rules as he puts a bullet by jamming the barrel of the AWP down Rules' bum. But still, a kill is a kill. And it's an op and an AK-47 on the retake. Lucky holding the off angle. 2 players are hemorrhaging out internally on SRA. And Lucky, first of all, unnecessary peek there. But he does get the info. And MJR playing close by Monster. He's going to peek out and take some nade damage. And by the looks of it, Legendary Killer and Jaguar are just set up for exits. And they have, oh my god, the timing. Legendary Killer looking away at the worst possible moment. And he's going to get taken down, leaving Jaguar to save the AWP all by his lonesome. He's going to have enough money to buy into the next round, but the rest of his team will have to force it up yet again. And that's the time. That's what happens when you force. And you allow SRA round after round because you're choking your own economy out at the end of the day, Elements. So, okay. Economics 101. For those in chat, for those of you watching, it's time for an economics lesson. We start off at the very beginning by saying that the CT economy is friggin' hard to build up and to maintain. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's move on to topic number 2. Force buying. General rule of thumb, don't do it. Not on the CT side, and especially not if you're going to be playing defaults. If you're going to stack a bomb site, if you're going to be aggro with the pistols, hold the aggressive angles, by all means, go for it if you know you're going to get, the max loss bonus and you're just equalizing the buy down to 2K and you're going to be on $5,400 approximately in the next round. By all means, armor pistol it up and YOLO it. But if it's going to be a buy, like we'll put 2 FAMASs, we'll force up with an op and there'll be 2 players running around like headless chickens with no armor and upgraded pistols, do not do it. You know why? because the Ts are going to have utility. And with that utility, they can flush you out of your little hidey holes. And with the AK-47s, they can engage you at ranges much longer than the FAMAS can. And they will come out on top 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, you do not force buy unnecessarily on the CT side. Look at what Bunty's done now. That is acceptable because you're on max loss bonus. You're getting $3,400. You've bought down to 22, which means it's going to put you at 56, which means you can go for a full proper buy in the next round. But had you invested even a little bit more, you'd be in a world of trouble, economically speaking. Anyway, folks, we're ready to go back into the game. Slash rant over. And, well, we're just waiting. There we go. Just armor pistol on 2 players. Jaguar with the AWP buying up some utility and armor to try and bolster this buy. And Jaguar buying down to 3,400s. He will be able to buy into the next round. And again, oh, I think Rules does spot out Bunty. But will Jaguar go for the fight? Bunty has been very good with the deagle. Everyone on Elements has been very good with the deagle. But it all comes down to timing at this point. SRA going for the no map control is the best map control approach on the T side. And Bunty is just going to sneak on by. Just going to sneak on by. Just like that. No cares given. And push. The gods up above are smiling down on SRA because Rules just leaked like a faucet that has forgotten to be closed, and Bunty making the only route where he wouldn't have been found out. And there we go. Rules does spot him out. He's going to come up the stairs and get mowed down by the AK-47. And, well, Lucky kills everyone, including his teammate. Nim's just playing ostrich by Toxic, trying to pretend as though if he doesn't see it, if I don't see them, they won't see me. He's playing hide and seek, but Lucky is having none of that. He's just killed a teammate. He's hungry for getting that +1 back on the scoreboard. And SRA should be moving on to 8 rounds rather easily. And bear in mind, this is a T-sided map, and Elements have just shown none of what they were showing when the first time they were playing this map in phase 1. This was the only map in their map pool that actually looked like they could do anything in, be even remotely threatening. And now they just seem completely harmless. They're like a bunch of toothing kittens out there. And Lucky will just smash Jaguar's face in. And no, they don't go for the AWP. SRA on a CT-sided map, putting 8 rounds on the T side, which means they've already won the half. Now, any rounds they get are actually just bonus rounds. They're just padding their score, trying to get an unassailable lead of sorts. And this time the double up does come up. Bunty going to take the aggro shot. He's trying to boost himself up. Being a bit late, rattles off a shot, unable to connect, takes some shrapnel damage and falls right back. Rules is going to peek though. Rules needs to be careful. Oh my god, Bunty getting dinked through the door. Bunty missing every shot under the sun. Bunty, what is that? And both the ops on the A bomb side, that is uncanny. And this time the boost does work out. Lucky does get taken down. And the man advantage in the favor of the CTs. MJR trying to land the equalizing blow, but unable to do so. Rules in the meantime does take an op out. That's going to leave Bunty all alone on the bomb side, and he's going to go down. Man advantage back in favor of SRA, and they've taken very good positions towards the A bomb side. And Rules, I think he timed out because he's just standing there like a mannequin doing nothing. In the meantime, Guru does get the kill. Guru, can he find more? He's chasing, and he's found his prey. Down goes SK. Guru already on a 2K. And now it's Jaguar in a 1v2, and Guru with the final kill of the round sees it off. 9 rounds on the board for SRA, and Elements by coming to a crashing halt. I think Rules might have timed out there. That, or his mouse disconnected, or his brain switched off. Either or, because he was just standing there staring into the opposition's eyes and doing nothing. So, P-Cube, this is a CT-sided map for a team that knows what the hell they're doing on the CT side, which means any professional team. So, well, Jaguar, again, no communication, which is a telltale sign of Indian CS. Why do I sound triggered? It's because I am. The scoreline should not be this one-sided. It's Overpass, for crying out loud. You're on the CT side. You should be dominating your opponents once you get your full proper buy going. And finally, Bunty with the right kind of flank. He's going to catch everybody off guard because the one lurk decides not to lurk properly. And that is going to be MJR. And there we go. Spots out Lucky. Takes a few shots. Takes the bomb down. Guru trying to get the kill. Bunty will smash his face in as well. Rules in the meantime does find Jaguar. A Flex finds SK. But the bombs dropped out in no man's land. And Bunty is guarding it like a mother hen guards her roost. Doesn't matter if Flex gonna get the kill. MJR gonna get Nims, and now Legendary Killer trying to live up to his name, gets some jump damage of all things under the sun. He's gonna get slaughtered. He's gonna get slaughtered, and SRA will move to 10 rounds. No Green Leopard, Blaze in Shanghai. He's gonna be analyzing / casting Star Ladder. He's gonna be back after a couple of days. Till then, you have to bear with my cringe casting. And so far, I'm just triggered because Elements have dug themselves into an economic hellhole from which there's no climbing back out of. And they're just going to keep forcing the issue, keep force buying round after round. And basically fulfilling the very definition of insanity from the Joker. Is that you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. It's never going to work out. Guru hears this push from Nims, by the way. He should be marking, spots it out, but second guesses himself and gets taken down. In the meantime, the aggro push towards Fountain finally paying dividends. And it's a 2-man advantage for SRA. There we go. Legendary Killer getting traded, but at this point, the numbers game is all Elements needs to be playing, honestly. They've got a 2-man advantage. They should just go for the trades and see off this round and finally put their third round on the board. A Flex will not even get tagged, but Nim's on the flank. He's bombarding up. I think a Flex might have heard him. I mean, he should have heard him. I mean, sorry, Lucky, and he does. Gets the kill on the Nims, and just like that, see, this is... Imba again. Why are you going for the 1v1s? What is wrong? Elements, I'm sorry, what is wrong with you? You had 4 players, just... Oh, my brain hurts. Please, Elements, go and watch Too Easy Gaming's VODs. They take a class in how to play the trade game, for crying out loud. You just threw away a 2-man advantage. Take nothing away from SRA. They played that perfectly. The 2 remaining players bunched up and just went for the trades. They knew that the only way they're winning is if Elements screwed up. And they did. They screwed up royally. And now it's Jaguar facing a 1v2. And there we go. Jaguar does find one. A Flex unable to get the trade, but a Flex just needs to play the time. Jaguar does not have a kit. And a Flex will get Molotoved off. And he has enough HP to actually push that and get the kill. And he does. And that's what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you give up a 2-man advantage. And I'm sorry, dear viewers, if I got triggered in the previous round, but it's just painful for me to watch elementary mistakes after analysts have spoken about it. Adi has brought it up time and time again in his analysis segment on D Sports during LAN finals. When, you know, Blair, etc. talk to the players in their off time, they constantly bring up the importance of trade fragging and not giving up the man advantage. And there we go. Bunty does get rules, and Guru will get the kill. And see, finally, the trade game. That's all you need to do. They've gone for the trades. They've come out on top. And now again, SRA with the man disadvantage. MJR immediately drilling, just what? Why are Elements so spread out. The only place there's no trade potential here. Nims is gonna get traded. No, he's not. He's not even gonna get the one kill. Imba's gonna make his way from B shot, but they know he's been playing from there because he got a kill earlier in the round. And they're gonna face him together. At the most, Imba can walk away with one kill. If he's lucky, he can land a two-man spray down, but he's gonna get flashed off, and he should wait for his backup to arrive in the form of Bunty. Both of whom are on half HP, and Major's just gonna mark the corner, but he's gonna fluff his shot, and it's gonna come down to a 2v2, and Bunty can go huge. Lucky does get one kill. A flex gets another, and a flex again. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? If you play the numbers game properly, you will win the game. But whatever. SRA, take nothing away from them. They have been nothing short of brilliant. See, yes, Elements are making mistakes, but it does take a team of decent caliber to actually capitalize on them. And that is what SRA have done time and time again. So take nothing away from them. Credit where credit is due. They have been absolutely on point. They've hit their shots. They've played it smart. They've played good Counter-Strike. Good basic Counter-Strike. And Imba gonna get the first kill. Lucky's gonna spray and pray, and Guru's gonna land 2 kills regardless. That's gonna leave Legendary Killer with a UMP stuck behind a smoke. He can't really push. He has no information. That nade's not gonna bother him that much though, and Lucky's gonna get his face smashed in. But Rules with the immediate trade brings it down to a 3v2 yet again. Man advantage still with the T's. And there we go. A flex finds Bunty. That's going to leave it all down to Jaguar with nothing but a scout in a 1v3. It is looking extremely unlikely, but nice shot from Jaguar. Beautiful face punch, but Rules just returns the favor, gently passing a 7.62 round between Jaguar's eyes and kissing him goodnight. And there we go. There you have it, folks. SRA ending what's supposed to be the unfavorable side on Overpass with 13 rounds and move on to the CT side with a buffer of 11 rounds, and they're just 3 rounds away from clinching this match. And now it's gonna be a YOLO Rush B. Rules first to face, and he's completely blind, but he does tag up a lot of players. A flex with a fadeaway headshot. Lucky with a kill onto Legendary Killer. Lucky and Major, they're just plucking their heads like a delinquent child plucks flowers from the garden. And now it's Nims in a 1v dead. Nims is in a 1v dead. That's right, folks. Elements desperately needed that pistol round, and they go for the tried and tested Suka Bliath Rush B, and they meet with lead in their face. SRA being crisp with their shots, and SRA want to take this home and don't want to beat around the bush. They pick up the much needed pistol round. Elements had, if they wish to have any chance of a comeback in that round, they needed that pistol round, and Imba picking up the Mac 10 and head armor. Alright, so it seems that he didn't buy anything in that pistol round. But it's a B stack coming out from Elements. There's just one player on the A bomb side. That's the Guru with the rifle. And he's going to get rushed, and double dink coming in from Jaguar. The A defense falls by the wayside immediately. And are we going to see like another bevy of force buys just winning it? I think we might just. And a flex walking into the crossfire. The trade game is on point. Bunty picking up 2 quick kills. It's down to a 4v2. Rules does get one back. Rules does fall by the wayside though. Sorry, it's MJR falling, and that's the rifle. And now Rules in a 1v3, 1v2, trying his best, but the UMP not the best weapon anymore at that range, and Elements will win the force buy. Okay, so I think we're in that ping pong phase of the game again, where each team keeps forcing it up and winning it on their force buys. So here's the thing. So when Elements first broke out onto the scene, Overpass used to be one of their strongest maps. They used to have really innovative setups on the CT side, and based purely on the base, on the rounds that they would win on the CT side, they'd just take the T side by brute forcing it. But I'm not a big fan of the SRA setup, like 4 players towards B. I know what they're doing. They're just hedging their bets. Like, they have so many rounds to play with. And Guru with the 5-7. This man's an absolute monster. And a perfect flashbang coming out from his teammates. And Guru just dancing around the players. He's going to get pushed from long, though. He's going to go down to the rotation. Has come in. A Flex does pick up 1 kill with the Deagle. But a Flex gets immediately traded and now rules. 1v3, 1v2. He's running out of bullets and he's running out of lives. Bunty with the final kill. And Elements pick up 2 rounds on the trot, which means SRA will now have to eco this. All right, Elements finally showing some signs of life. Again, I've never cast SRA on Overpass, so I have no idea what their CT side is like. And it is going to be a mid push, a fountain push. And look at that, Rules picking up the kill onto Nims right off the bat. The aggression paying huge dividends. And there's still more aggression. Legendary Killer does pick up the kill, but the trade's just not going their way. Legendary Killer and Nimba completely eviscerate that A push. And in the meantime, Lucky has managed to recover the AK-47, dropped at B short. Will they be going for this? They have a buy on the cards in the next round anyway. So they're going to try and make it as expensive as possible for Elements, I'm assuming. And dead. With the P2K, what can you do? Not much. Bunty with a nice brace, padding his eco stats. And with that, Elements put 5 rounds on the board. Okay, 5 rounds and Elements will now be facing off a full proper buy from SRA. And this man, the Guru, on the AWP, he's been on point in whatever map he plays with the AWP. Looks a little bit lost, finding his way towards heaven. It's like the first time I played Overpass, I got lost right under CT spawn. That's just banter, folks. Take nothing by it. Okay, Lucky, even without catching sight of a single opponent, just gets completely and utterly decimated in the HP department. But Lucky lands a nice shot onto SK, who for some unknown reason decides to push the smoke. He's going to molly it off and try and... He's going to hold an off angle. And Rules playing towards the cubby in long. Nims pushing it. Need to be careful. They need to be careful. In the meantime, the Guru watching a B shot, but it is going to be an A hit by the looks of it. At least early round A presence. They're trying to work off picks. I understand what Elements are doing. And Bunty, the Shadow should have gotten spotted by Nim. Lucky, but unable to land the headshot because of the crouch peek. And Rules just marking long. He's been given one task, and that is to mark long. But Bunty gets the kill, and Rules will get the kill. A Flex, however, lines up to, and Rules able to get the assist. And Rules doing the smart thing as always, going for the better skin, because we all know skins equals wins. And with that, SRA move on to match and map point. Everybody dies, though. The AWP also gets taken out of the hand, so they're going to have a slightly stretched buy. They lost 3 players that round. But, I mean, they can go for masses. Oh, okay, Guru with the MP9. I think that he might have the read wrong. Would have personally gone for the UMP, much more stopping power. With that gun, Guru really has to get up close and personal in order to, do much damage against armored opponents. And he's going to take it to Connector, but Jaguar going to get found out very quickly. And now Guru's in a world of trouble, but he's going to do a ton of damage onto Bunty as well. His job's been done. And now with the FAMAS Flex just afflicting even more damage, the bomb goes down in the worst possible place. Bunty finally taking down a Flex, but it's down to a 2v3 with Bunty on his last dying breath. He's down to 5 HP, and now Elements should really do what SRA were doing, that is bunch up and just try and play for the trades. Because again, SRA really spread out. They're not hedging their bets. Look at Rules is on his own Tirath Yatra. He's just taking a tour of the map and getting a lot of information for his teammates. They should know that it's not a play towards the B bomb site, and they should try and hedge their bets. It's going to be a long play. MJR with that flashbang should peek with that flash. And does do so. Oh, Legendary Legendary Killer with the AWP, perfectly timed peek. But now they know, and Rules is already on the flank. He's on the flank. I don't think they know whether he's coming in from the backstab. And Bunty is watching it. Rules is going to round the corner, but Bunty has the angle. He's got the kill. And this is exactly what Elements did when they were at the man advantage. Just pushing him one by one, and now Lucky in a 1v2. And Lucky doesn't even have a kit. He has to go for the long 10-second defuse. Will he stick this though? Taps the bomb. Gives away sound. Legendary Killer surviving on a hair's breadth. 3 HP, and Bunty by the skin of his teeth on 5. SRA should be echoing this. They have a buffer of 9 rounds to actually mess around with, so there's no need to be cavalier. They can be conservative. And SRA in the Taiwan Excellence Cup showed some excellent economy-based decisions. They've gone for 4 P250s, 3 P250s and 157. And look at this, they've just stacked long. They're like, cometh here should you dare, and Legendary Killer will get the opening pick. Legendary Killer spots out MJR as well. A Flex going for an unnecessary peek there. But Guru with the P250 again getting the opening pick, but he's down to 7 HP. He's getting hunted down. Needs to be careful. Oh, okay then. Guru with 2 kills. In the meantime, that long presence has been obliterated more or less by Legendary Killer. And Guru surviving on 7 HP, but he does have an AK-47 now. Can go for the flank, but oh my god, Legendary Killer almost falling to the USP. And now Guru in a 1v3 with an AK-47, no armor, and 7 HP. And no, Elements are not a new team. They've been here since the first season of the Masters Premiership. They won the 4th season of the Challenger Cup in 2016. Which is why they were invited to the first season of the Masters series. And they kind of crashed and burned from that, not getting even a single win. And Elements, they've fought their way back to the top tier of Indian Counter-Strike. Credit where credit is due. And Guru is going to get put down by Legendary Killer. SRA should actually echo another. They're not going to have a very strong buy, and it looks like they are going to go for just the armor pistols. Smart decision. They're going to be on the 3rd round loss bonus. That's $2,400. So, Rules, not a big fan of the heavy investment into this round, especially from a Flex, because he's going to be under 5k in the next round. And Guru playing Connector, needs to be careful. SK Imba right underneath him. And Guru, this time, no luck for him. SK Imba will clothesline him to oblivion. And the rest are playing a B stack. It's a smart... See, this is what I was talking about. If you're going to play pistols, hedge your bets. Stick to a bomb site. If they come your way, well enough. If they don't, well, it's just pistols. Lucky trying to be cheeky. He's going to push Squeaky, and Imba is going to find himself the 2nd frag for the round. Oh, Rules. The boost not working out. A Flex switching over to the Deagle. Rattles off a few shots, but does get taken down. He's burning alive, surviving on but 2 HP, but a Flex will still get the kill. MJR with the rifle now, and Nims almost getting sprayed down. And that was the bomb sighted, so I think they're going to pivot over to the B bomb site, which they know is relatively empty, but both of Flex and MJR have picked up the rifles with the bomb. Still undecided. A Flex will get taken down. That leaves MJR. He spots out Imba, and he takes down Imba. Will they still commit to the B bomb site? They have 30 seconds. They can easily rotate to the A bomb site, but MJR is watching B shot. Nims is going to peek. Nims is going to fall. And MJR on the verge of clutching it. Bombs out in no man's land. And Legendary Killer with the AWP coming out, spotting and on an eco. SRA take the game. That's GG, well played. SRA 16-7. And MJR with a glorious 4K to see things off. And leave Elements biting the dust. Anyway, folks, I hope you guys have had a great time. It's been a mixed bag for me because it was rather frustrating watching Elements play on the CT side. But, well, SRA, take nothing away from them. They have been phenomenal. Nothing short of phenomenal this game. And, well, do hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, show your support for ESL India. They're doing a tremendous job for Indian Counter-Strike. And with that, I bid you fare thee well and a good evening.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. And SRA scoring that victory point for themselves, gather another victory for themselves in the ESL India Premiership winter season. If you guys have missed any of the matches and want to check them out, you can head out to our ESL India YouTube channel. You can even subscribe to us on our YouTube channel to get a notification when we go live with the games daily at 6:30 p.m. IST. We have another game coming up after this, but I will see you all really shortly after this break.